Attorney at law Nigel Hughes says he strongly condemns the manslaughter charge instituted by the Director of Public Prosecution against the policeman who shot and killed businessman in Boston. Hughes, who is representing the interests of Boston's family, said his legal team will commence prerogative proceedings to review that decision.
I very strongly condemn the decision of the Director of Public Prosecutions to institute manslaughter charges. We are not going to leave it there. We will commence proceedings, prerogative proceedings, to review that decision with a view to seeking an order of the court directing her to charge the defendant with murder. And the basis for that is this: we have statements which confirm that he was murdered. The only thing we did not have was the name of the police officer. We now have the name of the police officer, and one of two things will happen. Either we will file criminal charges for murder against the police officer, or we will bring judicial review proceedings against the Director of Public Prosecutions to quash her decision to charge manslaughter and not murder, because the standard operating procedures of the police were clearly breached, and that those are the standard operating procedures for the use of weapons in those conditions. We know for a fact that Mr. Boston was not one of the targets of that SWAT visit to Essequibo. They went there to arrest persons who were wanted for murder, and up to now there's been no explanation.
Hughes believes that the head of the SWAT unit is also criminally culpable.
And there should be additional charges, because there's no explanation about why they left their designated mission to go to Mr. Boston's house, who had no history of any violence, never had any interaction with the police, enter his premises heavily armed with ARs and other automatic weapons, and then discharge them while he is in a lying position in his bed next to his wife. So it's not just the police officer who actually did the shooting. It was the person who took the decision to take them off mission, to take them to the home of someone who was never the target of any police investigation, and kill him. And so in those circumstances, we certainly are going to be challenging the decision to institute charges for manslaughter.
On Friday, Police Constable Sharon Peters was charged with manslaughter for the shooting death of a Essequibo businessman in Boston. The accused Sharon Peters appeared before Magistrate Esther Sam via Zoom at the Georgetown Magistrates Court, where he was not required to plead to the indictable charge. He was placed on $1 million bail. The shooting occurred on September 15, 2021. Boston 29 was shot as he lay next to his wife in his bed. It is alleged that Peters, a member of the Guyana Police Force's SWAT team, pulled the trigger. The team was conducting an operation at Boston's Dartmouth Essequibo home at the time. Peters will make his next court appearance on February 1st.